Once again, happy morning to all of you. A great afternoon and a wonderful evening for our friends from West. Tapaha Svadhyaya, Ishvara Pranidhana, Kriya Yogah. Patanjali Yoga Sutras. Patanjali Maharshi mentioned Yogaha Chitta Vritti Nirodha. I talked about this yesterday. Yoga is the union to uniting with the mind where we have to chitta vritti nirodha, to empty the mind stuff, the chitta, we have to empty the mind stuff. Now, Kriya Yoga is the action plan. Kriya, what is the plan to do that yoga, become that? Then he said, Tapaha, Svadhyaya, Ishvara Pranidhana, Kriya Yoga. Tapaha is the penance, is about reducing the body needs, minimizing the needs of the body. Not renouncing things and then going somewhere away. Tapaha is to minimize the needs of the body, not starving the body, not us. It is wrongly interpreted by many. It's not starving the body, it is minimizing the needs. So get to the needs. What is somebody's need can be, what is somebody's desire is a need to somebody else. That is okay, depending on the evolution of an individual. But you are right to your own conscience and then minimize the needs of the body, keep reducing. Needs food, needs talking, thinking. There is also the another meaning of tapaha is to maximize your dhyana, meditation. This is the penance. Going in to do maximize dhyana or meditation, because the great way to minimize the needs is to do dhyana. So physically, which is through mindfully we reduce, but then dhyana, tapaha, dhyana will help us to reduce the needs of the body. We've understood, we become impeccable in our words. Our body requirements come down slowly when we are meditating. And of course, the thoughts are coming down with meditation. All our activities become very balanced, appropriate, nothing excess, nothing less. Everything we are otherwise eating more, sleeping more, doing more. We take newspaper, we read the whole thing. Have lots of food and then sleep for 10 hours, 11 hours. We're doing everything more. Tapaha is to reduce the requirements slowly, slowly, slowly. And then dhyana is absolutely helping us. Tapaha, Svadhyaya, is a study of self through our own experience and reflections and through other masters. In relation to others, and then through our own. Svadhyaya is study of self in relation to ours and then through others. So we do contemplation about ourselves. We have to do contemplation on a time-to-time basis about ourselves. How have we been doing? But we also study in relation to others. So how others' lives have been. Ishvara Pranidhana is seeing that everything is that God stuff. Everything is that consciousness. Sarvam Kalidam Brahma. Everything is consciousness. Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi. I am the Brahma, you are that. So Ishvara Pranidhana is to see that everything is that consciousness, everything is God stuff, everything is same, we're all one. Dropping that separation. When we see everything as same, then we drop that separation. You are different, I am different. We do not carry, we don't have those judgments, we don't have those complaints. We recognize that everybody is walking on their path of the revolution. So Kriya Yoga are to do the control the mind stuff. You're doing dhyana, reducing the body needs along with that, which is essentially the mindfulness, where you do the right thing. So Kriya Yoga are the action plan to control the mind stuff. Chitta Vritti Nirodha Yoga, to control the mind stuff so that we can become totally empty and then become one with everything. Tapaha Svadhyaya Isvara Pranidhana. These are the action plans that we have to do. Things that we do. And things that happen is automatically different. So dhyana, we are absolutely doing. And through dhyana, through meditation, we are going to develop a lot of impeccability in everything we do. In our words, in our deeds, in our actions, in our sleep. It's all going to get minimal or optimal. We don't have to worry about, we're not renouncing stuff here. We are still going to enjoy everything, but it's just going to become optimal. Nothing more, nothing less. People who sleep more will sleep less. People who sleep less will actually sleep more. You'll also find that because the body will get adjusted appropriately as we are removing the interference through our thoughts into the body. Eswara Pranidhana and Svadhyaya. So seeing everybody, seeing that consciousness everywhere, becoming one with everything and everybody, will be developed over a period as we expand, as we increase our meditation, as we do more and more, as we understand, as we expand our knowledge, as we do the study of self more and more. One is to practice it, that we see everything. We see ourselves in everything and everything in ourselves, like the nature, animals. This will happen as we do more and more practice of meditation and then more and more practice Svadhyaya. Svadhyaya is contemplation but reading of books by various masters, lifetime experiences. A book is nothing but a lifetime experience of a master. We have to share our experiences. We also read as many, listen to others' experiences, but read as many books because they're all distilled wisdom, experience of a master for the lifetime, maybe 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. When I mentioned yesterday that meditation is about reprogramming our subconscious of all those limiting beliefs, remove them to supporting our empowering beliefs, reprogram the subconscious, limiting beliefs, habits, perceptions, and then expanding our conscious mind. Expanding our conscious mind so we understand more and more rather than thinking that I am this very little. Me means my own family, this 10 people, I don't know, this is all it is, my village. That's very limiting view. My company, fanatism, my religion, my this, my caste. Expanding our consciousness about nature of things. So meditation, while we're removing unwanted stuff, we got to reprogram ours, the subconscious, so that it can support us and then also expand our conscious mind so we have more and more higher world view. And if that is so, Svadhyaya becomes a very important practice. 50% meditation, 50% Svadhyaya. It is not we come in at 6 o'clock or 6:15, join at 6:15, start meditation. Meditation is over 7 o'clock and leave. We are learning a lot of subject. We're discussing. We are listening to so many people's experiences. Everything expands our consciousness. Everything helps us to reprogram our subconscious. When we're listening to Debas Smitaji, when we're listening to Pramod Mahajanji, when we're listening to many masters, when they talked about this is how I was having a challenge with my health, but now it is solved, then you say, oh, if something is there for years and years, and then it actually can be healed, we start reprogramming that limiting belief that my medical condition cannot be solved, because that's what we've been hearing from all the people around. But only when we listen to enough experiences, then our subconscious starts getting reprogrammed. So expanding our conscious wisdom and then subconscious reprogram subconscious requires that we do a lot of Svadhyaya, study, listen to the experience, read experiences. So the books are Swiftest Way to Enlightenment by Linda Goodman, because they are helping us get there. They're helping us get there to see that we are much larger. We're all one. There is enough for everybody. All of these are there. They're helping us to expand our worldview. Understand this greater self, that intelligence. So we have to read books, dear friends. I read lots and lots of books ever since I understood the importance. When I read The Conversation with God by Neil Donald Walsh, it gave me so many answers. When I read Jonathan Livingston Seagull, that little book, it mentions that if a small seagull, young seagull, can defy the conventional thinking and can actually fly like an eagle or whatever, that can drop quickly at a very high speed, contrary to what the seagulls do, they always go slowly. It can defy. You don't have to go with the belief that this is all you can do in the body. There's so much you can do. Then it helps to understand that, yes, we have so much potential. It's all with how we think and how much willpower we apply to it. In somewhere around 2006 or 7, I attended programs around immortality. And I read some books around that by Leonard Orr, that you can live for as long as you want. And then recently, I decided to live for 120 years by some Lee. Last name is Lee. I decided to live for 120 years. When I attended the program on immortality, where it's talking about there are yogis and then people who are living for hundreds of years. And then, of course, then subsequently I met Jas Mohin, who is not eating anything and then still living for a long time. For 25 years, she is living without eating anything. And immortality is saying that it is, you decide how long you want to live in the body. So it expands our consciousness. It says there is nothing called old age. It becomes easy to understand that. It is our affirmations, it is how we think and feel is what makes us wrinkle as we become older. My body becomes wrinkled with old age is a statement that we're going to remove completely when we understand the concept of immortality, when we study more of these masters. We have to read books from Indian masters, Western masters, Swami Rama, Patanjali, Yogananda Paramahamsa, Swami Shivananda. There are so many masters out there. Bhagavad Gita, of course, is there. Patriji, those of you who can read Telugu, done a tremendous, beautiful translation of Gita. This is in Telugu. Wonderful. There is a smaller book, there is a bigger book in Telugu. There's a master called Parthasarathi. There is another rendition of Bhagavad Gita by him. Beautiful. Can be read. That's in English. I'm reading this book right now called God is Not Dead, but Amit Goswami is a quantum physicist. When I read his book called Self-Aware Universe, first book, which talked about this whole quantum physics concept of double slit experiments, and then how this whole quantum energy field, everything is there, this whole electron experiments, observation, collapse of possibility, all of that is so beautifully explained. Of course, it is a little bit technical, but you can corroborate that Sarvam Khalidam Brahma can be corroborated with this quantum physics view. So we have to read as many books. No fanatism, only my country, somebody else. They're all there. Why only our country books? Why only our Indian philosophy books we have to read? Everything is there. See, when we are in New Age, we read New Age books, New Age philosophy. So whatever is the truth is same, but it is just talked in many different ways. There is a book by Herman Hesse on Gautama Buddha. It's called Siddhartha. Amazing book. And there's a book by Sarvavi. It's written on Gautama Buddha. It's called Buddha Bhagavan. But I believe that's in Telugu, if it's in English. Incredible. If I read about that, about Buddha, it's just like amazing, amazing. Osho's books are there. Greatest Indian master. If you want to know how to live life and how to self-express, Osho's books are there. Every book is a gem. Book of Children, Book of Man, Book of Women, White Lotus. So many books are there. We recognize that when I'm speaking, dear friends, if we are in a physical hall, then we don't, whatever thoughts come, you keep to yourself. We did not disable chat purposefully because it just becomes too much administrative. But it is, many people have expressed it is distracting to others during the talk if you actually say something there. You can always express something after the talk. Because many do not understand technology, so it keeps popping up on the screen. So, Tapah Svadhyaya Eswara Pranidhana is Kriya Yoga, and then understanding, reading books to gain the lifetime wisdom to expand our consciousness, reprogram subconscious is very, very critical, dear friends. And one of the important aspects of this program is to introduce the concept of book clubs, and then also we introduce books. Something that I've deeply learned from my master, Patriji, the importance of reading books, experiences. So we will introduce some books today. On meditation, we gave a small book called Meditation is Easy. Now there is another book which is beautiful. It's called Art and Science of Meditation by Dr. Newton Kondaviti. That is like a handbook for meditation. It's like a guide for meditation. So beautifully written. And the link will be posted. Some of you potentially could get it. I believe it's on Amazon or whatever, but you can get hold of a copy of that. Amazing book. Anyone who wants to practice seriously in meditation, that's the book to go. Understanding the nuance of every bit of the meditation is there, about 300 pages. And there are various authors that will introduce some core books. Dr. Joe Dispenza book that when I read You Are the Placebo, that really expanded my consciousness significantly in the year 2015. Scientific Meditation Wisdom, that is the book to go. Absolutely. Bruce Lipton, Dr. Joe Dispenza, this is Scientific Meditation Wisdom. So dear friends, when we are meditating, it is helping us increase our neural networks, moving our brain from a neuro-rigidity to neuroplasticity. That rigidity is where you don't feel like doing things. You don't want to read because that glue there and the neural networks, fewer and fewer, you don't feel, you have fixed opinions, fixed ideas, and then your mind is also not supporting. But with meditation, new neural gateways and networks are formed, so one feel like reading more. In all our programs, consistently, people have said, more than 80% of them said that they feel like reading more, learning more. Many have started. Because meditation is helping us to also supporting our ability to learn more. We'll learn that next week, how it increases the learning part, all of that. So this meditation is going to help us. So don't worry about it. If you say, hey, I cannot read book, audiobooks are there. But the point is that reading books isn't as good and as important as doing meditation. Listening, the experience is as good as important. So let's go into that breath mindfulness meditation, which is so beautifully helping us expand our learning. Relax yourself, sit comfortably. For those of you who are new, we are doing breath mindfulness meditation, or anapanasati. We close our eyes, keep our fingers into fingers, rest our hands comfortably in our lap, with the legs crossed at our feet, at ankle. We observe our normal, natural breath. Before that, we are doing something called heart elevation process. With your eyes closed, relax yourself. Relax every part of your body.